Iranians Americans for Liberty organization views the decision of the United States Department of State to bestow the 2024 International Woman of Courage Award upon Ms. Fariba Baloch as a departure from conventional norms, constituting an affront to the Iranian nation and undermining the principle of Iran's territorial sovereignty. Ms. Baloch has been notably associated in public forums alongside individuals and factions advocating for the disintegration of Iran. Her promotion to public prominence is the result of media outlets with a leftist bias who prioritize political affiliations over the merits of political activists and advocates. Her selection for the award, ostensibly for her contributions to the national movement of Iran, a movement known in Western media as the Women's Revolution or Revolution for Women, Life, Freedom, is particularly controversial. This is due to her advocacy for separatism and ethnic nationalism in the Sistan and Balochistan province, a sectarian position that belies her aspirations for Iran as a united country enriched with a long history of ethnic diversity and disrespects the Iranian people and the bereaved families of Iranian protesters who lost their lives while chanting, "My life only for Iran." Ali Sharifzadeh Ardakani, a judicial attorney, announced the conviction of 2 prison doctors in the case of the assassination of activist Sasan Niknafs in Tehran's Great Prison by the government. Sasan Niknafs revealed that these 2 physicians have been sentenced to payment of diye, blood money, only on charges of involuntary manslaughter. Sasan Niknafs, a pro-monarchist activist, was arrested by the security forces of the Islamic Republic in 2019 and sentenced to 8 years in prison on charges of supporting the monarchy through activities on social media, distributing pamphlets, writing slogans, and writing leaflets. He lost his life on 7th of June 2021 in the Great Tehran Penitentiary. The death sentence for Abbas Daris, a detained citizen involved in the protests of 2019 in Mahshar, has been confirmed by the Supreme Court, placing him on the brink of execution. Fereshteh Tabanian, Daris's lawyer, stated, "There are flaws in my client's case indicating he couldn't be guilty, yet the court overlooked them. One of the issues was unfulfilled admissions before the judicial authorities. We also highlighted discrepancies in the ballistics report," she added. "The firearm found in the neighbor's house wasn't proven to belong to my client. Moreover, the ballistics analysis didn't confirm any shots fired from that gun, as no bullets were found." Tabanian referenced the forensic medical report, saying it indicated a close-range shot, suggesting it wasn't fired by Daris, especially considering his weak eyesight and inability to shoot accurately even with glasses. Despite these arguments, they weren't addressed in court, resulting in the issuance of the death sentence. Shervin Hajipur, the singer of song Baraye 4, has been sentenced to 3 years and 8 months in prison. The judicial system of the Islamic Republic has convicted Shervin Hajipur, a protesting artist, to imprisonment, a travel ban, and charged with producing music against the crimes of America. Mr. Hajipur shared a picture of the court's verdict on his official Instagram account. After 22 days of detention, Roya Sabet, a Baha'i citizen residing in Shiraz, remains incommunicado. A reliable source close to her family has disclosed that despite repeated inquiries from her family to judicial and security authorities, officials refrained from providing a clear answer regarding her condition and whereabouts. On February 15th of this year, Roya Sabet was detained after being summoned by the Shiraz Intelligence Service. No information has been disclosed regarding the charges against Ms. Sabet. The lack of transparency surrounding her case is deeply concerning. Ruha Imani and Firoozeh Sultan Mohammadi, Baha'i citizens residing in Kerman, were charged in the court of this city on the 21st of February of the current year. According to a Baha'i resident of Kerman, these two Baha'i citizens had previously been summoned to Kerman's courthouse. After their presence in this judicial institution, they were charged by the 5th branch regarding Baha'i propaganda and educational activities contrary to Islamic law. So far, there is no information available regarding the charges against these citizens. Ruha Imani and Firoozeh Sultan Mohammadi were also detained by security forces on the 4th of December 2022 and were released on bail later in the same month. Masood Shekari, the father of Mohsen Shekari, was detained on the 27th of February in Tehran by the security forces of the Islamic Republic and transferred to an undisclosed location. According to an informed source, 6 plainclothes officers from the intelligence agency detained this father in front of his family home without presenting any judicial warrant, and there is no information regarding the reason for this detention and charges brought against him. Mohsen Shekari was arrested 25th of September 2022 during the Iranian national uprising in Sattar Khan. On 1st of November of the same year, he was sentenced to death by the Tehran Revolutionary Court on charges of waging war by carrying weapons with the intent to kill and create fear and terror, depriving people of their freedom and security, intentional assault with a cold weapon on a Basij member while performing duties, and blocking Sattar Khan Street in Tehran and disrupting public order and security. He was ultimately executed by the Islamic Republic on the early morning of 8th of December. Amir Velayati, Shah Velayati, one of the victims of the Iranian national uprising, has been detained for over a month now. Despite needing treatment for his injured eye, he remains unjustly imprisoned in Evin prison. According to a source close to Velayati's family, recently Mr. Velayati's case has been referred to Branch 26 of the Tehran Revolutionary Court after the issuance of an indictment. Amir Velayati was arrested on the 23rd of January after appearing at the 5th branch of the Evin Revolutionary Prosecutor's Office. He was transferred to Evin prison after being charged. Amir Velayati was first detained by the security forces of the Islamic Republic during the national uprising on the 18th of May 2022 and was transferred to Section 209 of the Ministry of Intelligence. He was temporarily released from Evin prison on bail of 1,150 million tomans on the 19th of July. Amir Velayati was shot by the security forces of the Islamic Republic during the national uprising in the Narmak neighborhood, Tehran, on the 24th of September 2022 and lost vision in his left eye due to severe injuries. Sajjad Iman Nejad, one of the detainees of the Iranian national uprising, has been deprived of his right to treatment despite a severe need for spinal disc surgery while in Evin prison. According to a knowledgeable source, prison authorities have agreed to grant medical leave to Mr. Iman Nejad for spinal disc surgery. They have stated that he must visit a legal medical facility, but they have hindered this under the pretext of bureaucratic procedures. Cross pendencies are also time-consuming, and officials are aware of the issue, but so far no effective action has been taken to expedite the process of granting medical leave. For Sajjad, enduring prison becomes increasingly challenging day by day due to his physical condition. Sajjad Iman Nejad, a 22-year-old from Ardabil residing in Tehran, was detained by the security forces of the Islamic Republic on the 8th of October 2022 and transferred to Tehran's Great Prison. After a while, he was transferred to Evin prison. Iman Golzar, a Christian citizen, was released from Desul prison on the 7th of February after posting bail of 1 billion tomans. Iman Golzar was detained on the 16th of January the same year by the intelligence forces in Desul without presenting a judicial order. So far, there is no information available regarding the charges against Iman. Behruz Farzandi, a Baha'i citizen, was released from prison in Shiraz on the 6th of February 2024. According to a reliable source close to his family, Mr. Farzandi's release took place after his conditional release request was accepted from Adilabad prison in Shiraz. Behruz Farzandi was detained by security forces on the 6th of April 2021 and was released on bail in April of the same year after the interrogation process. This Baha'i citizen was sentenced to 39 months and 2 days of imprisonment by the Shiraz Revolutionary Court on charges of anti-regime propaganda and membership in anti-regime groups in October 2021. He was transferred to prison on March 7th to serve his sentence. Mehrdad Bakhtiari, the uncle of the renowned activist Pooya Bakhtiari, has been sentenced to 6 years in prison and a 2-year travel ban. Mehrdad Bakhtiari, a former political prisoner and the uncle of Pooya Bakhtiari, announced through a post on his social media platform that he has been sentenced to 1 year in prison for anti-establishment propaganda and 5 years in prison, along with a 2-year travel ban and 2 years of exile to Shahr Court for participation and conspiracy against national security. On 17th of February 2024, a hearing on his charges was held at the Revolutionary Court in Karaj, presided over by Judge Sayyid Musa Asif Al-Hosseini. The automatic deduction of a 3 million toman fine for improper hijab from the bank accounts of the offenders has been approved by the Guardian Council.